we can get started.
Hi, recording.
Hi, recording.
Hi, recording.
Hey, recording.
I
So as I
recorded.
was saying, Donkey's was out of Krullas.
Ew.
What?
You don't like a Kruller?
Not really.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, those are the like weird, hollow, kind of dry ones, aren't they?
They're only dry if you're not dipping them in your iced coffee.
I mean, yeah, I'm not because I don't drink coffee.
Psh,
You don't like,
psh.
donks?
Real gaming moments here. Anyways, um, yeah, all right, cool. So last time we were playing, as we just discussed off the recording, but we'll say it now on the recording for posterity's sake. The Penitent Incarnadine had just finished setting up a new shrine to Incarnate using. Let me pull that move up. Network. And in doing so, fulfilled a minor beat to gain the network pathways ability, which modifies the network ability to get say when you and your allies attempt to establish a connection between landmarks and at least one of them is part of your trade network, roll with mastery. Now, a connection I think is like a special thing that we haven't really touched on yet. Hang on, let me pull up the book. I thought I had it open, but I'm using a new browser.
Ooh, what browser are you using?
Firefox. I switch back to it.
Fuck yeah, baby!
I go between Firefox and Tor, not Tor, Brave pretty often.
Firefox MVP.
I like Brave too, but the crypto shilling got a little too much.
Hmm.
All right. Let's see. Connections somewhere. I forget where those show up in the book. Uh, Connections. A stable link between one landmark and another is called a connection and helps people travel between places through dangerous territory while you can't really rest on a connection for a long time, it's safe enough to pause and catch your breath. Some landmarks, especially havens, already have connections marked between them if there's a reasonable amount of traffic going to and from each place. That said, the unstable lands of the heart cannot be relied upon, and connections often collapse or become unusable. When you establish a connection on a delve, have the resistance of the delve when you undertake it in the future. You can turn a delve into a connection by achieving the goal set out in the connection section of the delve description. This will usually take the form of an additional challenge. It could be as difficult as killing a butcher in their cave, or of muling flesh, or as straightforward as repairing a bridge that spans a chasm in the road. Establishing a connection will usually either increase the resistance of the delve by an amount specified in the description, or bring the characters into direct conflict with a dangerous adversary. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's like a side quest on a delve. I like that. That's neat. Um, cool. And I believe Castletown had become part of the Penitent Incarnadine's network. So I think y'all were wrapping up lunch or dinner or something in the tavern that you're currently resting in. Um and yeah, uh who wants to do something?
The important thing we established last time is that there is time for some places, and it's
Yes, we
fucked
did.
up.
We did spend way too much time establishing that, didn't we?
Yes. So who knows if this is lunch
There are
or
days.
dinner?
It doesn't matter. It's a meal.
There are
Wow.
days down here.
Mhm.
But yeah, beyond that, let's not be annoying about it.
Damn. That's my
Yeah,
favorite
Dan
thing
is
to
right.
do.
Be annoying? Yeah. Don't I know it?
Ouch.
I'm gonna apologize in advance, by the way, because Pasha's fucking characterization is gonna be all over the place for probably the first like 4 sessions before I figure out who the heck this guy is.
I mean, that's just role-playing games, yo.
We're playing to find out what happens with our character.
I'm playing to find out who my character is.
Yeah.
Wow, just like Harry Dubois
Mm.
from hit video game Sonic Unleashed.
Whoa.
You know, it's just like when you adopted the cats. You had to learn who they are. You had to learn. We have to learn about Patch's stinky wet poops.
No, we don't. We really do not need to do that.
What about what about whether or not Pasha likes a laser pointer or like a feather toy?
Well, she's not themed after a kitty cat, so jot that down.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Why
gotcha,
not?
Gotcha. Themed after 2 kitty cats in a
Mm.
trench coat.
Wrong, but okay.
Enough goofing around.
That's a secret. We're always goofing around.
Let's goof in a direction.
Well, I personally think that, like, first of all, we don't need to be traveling with a caravan, and second of all, they don't seem to want help or additional travelers.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
We only know that from the opening crawl. Technically.
Wow. Okay, I guess. It appears as though information that is available to us is that they aren't particularly interested in bringing somebody along.
I would like to also just point out that we did establish that the person who brought us the information from the opening crawl about them not wanting extra traveling companions
Is you
was Pluvici,
Mhm.
who is a weirdo with a bunch of bugs living in their body.
I
So
don't-
maybe if we... What?
I don't lead with that, though.
Listen, if you've just got bugs that sometimes fly out of your clothes, you don't have to lead with it. It's noticeable. So I think maybe if we have like a normal person,
Hmm.
you know, someone with like a not that happening to them. Talk to
All right.
them. They might be...
so Pash is gonna go talk to
So
them.
we're gonna have
Well,
the
hold up,
Pentateuch
I'm also-
party talk to them.
Out of character, we need to hire a companion who is normal. That's their job.
Hold up.
We need to find the most
Hey,
normal
my name is
person
Tad
here.
Strange.
Quick,
I
I need the
have
most
Haven
normal
domain.
individual. Yes.
I have Haven as a domain, so if we're in a Haven talking to people, I'm kind of good at it.
I think
All right,
Haven.
Silt and Pash together, friendship. You look normal, right?
Yes, because Silt did take a bath recently, and so is not covered in a month's worth of gore and mud.
Luigi like
She is normally covered in a month's worth of gore and blood.
Who amongst us isn't?
There is not often baths between Havens.
I'm making a note here.
Mhm.
Will instill a sense of... Will make Silt Take baths.
She
Weekly.
cleans herself. It's just that when you're out in the heart, you don't often find water that is safe to bathe in.
It is said that the heart reflects your desires. Perhaps you just do not like to bathe.
Owned.
Cleanliness is very important.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Cleanliness is
And
for
if you're going to be
people,
next
not
to me,
dogs.
you should be clean.
Anyways,
Anyways.
Okay, fine. Let's go talk to the caravan. And by which I mean you two get to go talk to the caravan. Cause apparently I'm too weird.
We all find it very endearing, Pluvici.
As you should.
As Pluvici says, I'm too weird. Like a bee flies out of their mouth and into their ear.
so actually, this raises an important question. When bees come out of you,
Uh-huh.
Bees?
Bees.
is it like Shino style where they just kind of appear, or is it like return? Is it like Brendan Fraser's The Mummy style where you just have like holes?
That's a good question.
And like I don't
How
mean like
close
I
are
don't
you
mean like
looking? Are you getting
Not-
close enough to see
not.
the?
no, actually I think Silt is specifically not looking.
Then I guess we'll never know.
I think the majority of us are just too covered in clothing
Mm-hmm.
to even know.
Fair.
Like, we could all be full of holes. Extra holes. Not just the normal ones.
They say the heart reflects the true desires of the.
Yeah. We desire that hole! Anyway.
Hole?
Which
I
hole?
came
Joe Hole?
down to the heart, and all I got was an extra hole.
Only one?
Just the
Rookie.
one?
Rookie mistake. You gotta go back and
Considering
get your
how-
money back.
Considering how old and how many times Silt's been shot in her life, it's too many holes.
Hmm.
Pashmina is leaving, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, we're going. We're fucking walking.
This
We walk.
conversation is happening in movement.
This is a conversation? We're talking in character?
Hmm.
Weird
Are we
how
really
role-playing
discussing
games are like
hole?
that sometimes.
That's
Fucking
weird.
Silt on the way there. Silt on the way there, mildly drunk. Like, and I got this one at the Battle of Thermopylae.
Pashmina is nodding politely.
So is it just Pash and Silt? Or like the others tagging along to like be there?
What does the penitent incarnadine want to do?
Nice deflection, M.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can go. We can maybe like if we lag behind, maybe we're gathering resources because I think we're planning on moving soon anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
That's my
Oh
understanding.
yeah, we wanted to buy stuff this time. We wanted a shopping episode. I remember that.
Oh, you want a shopping episode? I don't know. I went and laid down like instantly. I felt like shit.
Well, Tori was making some objects,
Mm.
such as a very expensive sword, which we cannot afford.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Um,
Oh, wasn't there like a quest for a sword?
Yeah, it wasn't like a
Yeah.
sword you can buy. It's just it is a sword that may or may not be like
Here.
in this area. Yeah, here.
mhm.
it exists, allegedly.
Yes, exactly.
By in
May or
this,
may not exist in it.
yeah, in this area, do you mean this town or like around this
The
town?
castle.
Oh, okay.
The castle.
Gotcha.
So the landmark, just to get an idea of like the vocabulary again, the landmark contains the haven. So the landmark could be larger than the haven. There's going to be areas outside the haven within the landmark that are like dangerous or whatever.
Yeah, that's I mean that's kind of exactly what I was going for. Like so like there is a reclaimed section of this destroyed castle that is like the haven. The
Mhm.
castle like the castle is the landmark. Castle Town is the haven. And like yeah, like half of the castle, think of it like I don't know. Like
Like
people
unclaimed area, like we're at the beginning of a Souls game.
Mm-hmm. Depends which
I
Souls
This is
game.
our
think
this
As
this is it's our Firelink shrine.
Mm-hmm.
we have a starting area, and then there's dangerous areas throughout. The world hasn't expanded yet.
yeah.
Could make this area a dangerous area.
Yeah, I suppose you could destroy the haven.
Why? Why do you always do this?
What? What? I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying we could make this a dangerous area.
But anyways, the people who are going to the caravan, so I described them as having like a burgundy reddish, like it's like a proper like ox driven bunch of like you know like covered wagons basically, and there's like a mixture of covered wagons and like box wagons like that are like an enclosed room on wheels, but the majority are covered with like a red
Oh,
burgundy canvas.
you mean like a carriage?
There are carriages and like what's it called?
Yeah, with like a cloth cover and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, think like Oregon Trail, and then what's honestly coming to mind is like in like Pinocchio, the like it's like a traveling like circus. There's like
It's like
this
the
is not a
wagon.
traveling circus, but
It's like the wagons with the canvas covering up on top, and then there's some proper like actual like carriages.
exactly, and all of them have like one or two oxen depending on how like big they are, how much what they're carrying. You can't really. All of them are. There's maybe a couple that you could like maybe see into, but like they all have their canvas coverings like on. You can like take them off to like load it up and put the covering back on, but like it's there's some have their curtains opened, but yeah, most don't.
Let's see.
Anyways,
Thank you.
as you approach, there's a masculine looking person, a let's say it's a like a halfling, um, chewing on a big piece of hay, sitting on a stump. They got a like a long arm kind of rifle leaning up against them, and they're just having a good time, chewing on their hay.
So
Um,
is there any like religious iconography that I can recognize?
uh, is there like a perception check kind of thing in this game?
I think honestly, Pash would just roll
Discern?
religion.
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah. Probably.
Actually, why don't you roll me a discern roll here?
Yeah, I guess religion's a domain, so
Yeah,
it would be like discern religion.
Yeah, I would give you Haven or religion if you have one or the other.
I have religion.
Cool. So yeah, give me a discern check with the religion domain. Yeah.
Okay. I do have a knack in discern, but I haven't actually decided on what it is yet because
Well, now's the chance to decide if it's religious iconography.
Yeah.
I don't know how specific it's supposed to be. I'm not really sure
Um,
what word to put in the knack.
Hold on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why there was a space there.
So, if you take an ability that gives you a skill and you already have that skill, it gives you a knack.
Yes.
And whenever you do something that's related to your knack, you roll with mastery.
Right.
Maybe you
So-
could.
But why is there a line
Maybe
there?
it's a.
because you
Fill
get
it
to
in.
pick. You fill
you
it
put
in.
your
You
knack
get to
there.
pick what your knack is.
Maybe it's like affiliation or association, like
Mm,
a knack for discerning allegiance.
Connections?
Ooh, that's a good word.
I like that. Cool.
All right. So this is going to be our first 4 dice roll of the game.
And what, this is standard?
Tori. Oh no, Tori died.
If you're talking, we cannot hear you,
Oh,
Tori.
my microphone got muted, not my Discord. So I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Classic.
You yeah, 4d10, that's awesome. But before you discern, the thing you can tell is this halfling does not look hostile. They're just kind of keeping watch. You don't need to roll to notice that. This is on the approach. You're kind of scoping out who these people might be, right?
Yes.
Cool. Roll them.
What's the difficulty?
Oh, normal. It's there's no difficulty here. I mean, I guess normal is the difficulty, but there's no
Standard.
extra-
Standard.
There's no danger.
Yeah, there's no
Eight.
danger. So an 8. What do we do with an 8?
Success.
Take no stress.
Just take no stitch. Okay, cool. You can tell that this caravan, you spy you spy like like a holographic sigil on one of the curtains as it closes. Not easily seen by the naked eye, but there for the discerning eye. Haha. They are and that symbol is the symbol of uh the University of Gwyn Enfor. This is from the Heart book. It's specifically the Tower Division. They sponsor expeditions to unearth treasures and examine unexplained phenomena to better understand the world. So this is a research expedition. You can extrapolate that this is probably a research expedition.
Wow. Cool. So is there okay, hold on. But is there any religious affiliation here?
Yes. The university is a follower of da 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 da. Like the university is a like aligned with / run by the worshippers of like the god of like knowledge, which is named, I forget, shit.
Ah, yes, devoted followers of I forget.
Yeah, exactly. Da, 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 da. Where's my notes? Why did I switch browsers right before this stinking game?
I'm not gonna lie. This Diet Mountain Dew kind of makes my mouth feel bad.
Then
what
stop
way?
drinking it.
I don't know. It just feels like my mouth is dry.
Hmm.
And like the Baja Blast didn't do that.
Right. I just generated this bad boy off of fantasynamegenerators.com.
Shout
Sponsor
out!
podcast.
Woo, woo, woo!
It is Otar, the god of knowledge.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Otar is a friend of the show.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. Otar, the god of knowledge. The university is, I guess, like a sect of is run by like a sect of that god's worshippers.
Mm.
So yeah, that's the information that you. Yes, he's friend of the show. Show is god of creativity. No, yeah. So, that's what you know. What do you want to do with that information, Daisy?
Provide an appropriate greeting.
I love it, Jay. It's awesome. Um, uh, Poch walks up and extends a hand gesture and says, "Appropriate greeting," and the halfling responds with "Appropriate greeting," with a nod.
Like, it's difficult because that's like God of knowledge is wonderful, but also it is not very descriptive. So I'm like, man, what's the kind of shit that they like associate with their god? Is it books? Is it the sun? Is it a wind thing? Is there like a number?
What do you think is cool? I only came up with a name for this thing. This is what we call in the biz collaborative storytelling.
Hold on, I'm sorry. What are we trying to figure out?
The things that are associated with Otar, the god of knowledge, and from which we can extrapolate a greeting. It doesn't matter. We'll come up with it later.
A good breakfast.
Hello and well met.
Work.
Yeah, Jay?
Loktar Ogar.
You need a certain tone of voice for the greeting.
Don't do Loktar Ogar. That's Orcish for blood and honor. That's not knowledge. That's not knowledge.
Yeah, well, when you give your appropriate greeting, the halfling chuckles and just responds with appropriate greeting back. I'm just bodyguard. I'm not one of the followers. What can I do you for?
Usually a bottle of rot gut, but we're here on business.
Business, you say? Well, spoken too kind on wanted business. I can send you in, but you might not really get a good response. I don't know if it's worth your time, really.
All we're really seeking is a short conversation. Much knowledge can be gained in the exchange of words.
I always prefer exchanging words than bullets, so yeah, I feel you on that. Well, you're right. The worst they can say is go away, I suppose. Like they've been saying basically everyone else around here. What's your name? How might I introduce you to my benefactors?
This is Silt.
I'm a sergeant with the hounds.
Ah. My brother's one of y'all.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, you're tell it to our mom. Swear to God.
um,
Anyways,
and I'm
yours?
Pashmina.
Pashmina. All right. Well, why don't what is this conversation you're so keen on having about?
All right, gamers, what did we want to talk about? Because I've forgotten.
Damon, by the way.
We're good to meet you, Damon. You said Damon, right?
Damon, no D.
What?
No D at the end.
D at the end. There's a D on the front.
Yeah.
I didn't say Damon with a D.
Well, that's what I heard. Silt with a T.
We represent a crew of adventurers looking to travel deeper into the heart, and we figured there was safety in numbers.
No.
No?
Pashmina stomping her feet in her
No.
head.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, the one thing that she's been saying this whole time is we really don't need to travel with a whole caravan. Pashmina just wanted to get information from them.
Alright, let's backtrack a sentence. We're a crew of adventurers looking to travel deeper into the heart. We figured that a group of caravaneers representing Otar might have actionable intel for us in exchange for, whatever we happen to have in our pockets.
All right.
That's not a threat. I have resources to trade.
No,
Just
I appreciate the explicit and totally not suspicious over explanation. Why don't you two make yourselves at home on the old stump here? I'll be right back.
Silt does not sit down on the stump. For the viewers at home, it's important to note that throughout this entire conversation, Silt has been at a very loose parade rest.
Should it be kind of assumed that Silt is always kind of at a loose parade rest sort of deal?
If she's working.
If she's working. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean,
y'all exchange words?
I sit on the stump.
It's comfy. It's like pretty comfy.
A lot of butts have sat on that stump. It's very seat shaped.
Yeah, very worn in.
Listen, a good worn in stump is worth a fist fight or two. I know because I've seen them break out over stumps at the beach before. Uncle Frank has his stump, and if anyone else sits on it, he'll know.
You don't want to mess with Uncle Frank.
It's true, you don't.
Yeah. He'll start a fight and then lose and cry.
And it'll be really uncomfortable and awkward for everybody
It'll
involved.
be really awkward for everyone.
Anyways, it's a whole thing. Do y'all exchange any words while you're waiting for Damon to come back? Strategize.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot why I was excited to talk to them.
Sounds very in character.
No.
I mean, there's a research caravan for the God of Knowledge. They might know a way to get deeper. They might also know a way to not have to go deeper. Maybe they know where something interesting is that's on this ring.
Why wouldn't we want to go deeper?
No reason.
Pash gives a very knowing smile.
Listen, you and I both here the heart. But it's a little less fun for me. And Silt has just kind of like a vague 1,000-yard stare.
You misunderstand. I'm blessed with blissful silence.
God, I wish that were me.
Okay. Like a couple minutes pass, and Damon returns with a rather bookish-looking humanoid, like a human woman, um, who, excuse me, gotta blow my nose real quick.
Bless you.
Chandler like walks up and like pushes her glasses up, and kind of pushes her glasses up often, like they're a little like off size wise. And she approaches with Damon, introduces herself as Eleanor, just as Eleanor, head of the caravan. Uh, Hello. Damon here tells me you're a sergeant with the hounds, and he didn't say anything particularly noteworthy about you. Hush, I'm assuming.
Um,
Pashmina? Sorry,
Mhm.
you gave the full
Yes.
name.
Pashmina, an arbiter of death. She smiles.
Out of character. Daisy, is it?
Yes.
You said like the god of death is missing or dead? What's
Yes.
up with? Is that common knowledge? Is that like industry knowledge, or is that like a secret amongst your like people, like your worship, your sect?
Well, Pashmina is called a heretic for a reason.
Okay, what does that mean?
Um, it's not a popular opinion.
But is it something that this scholar priest would? Is it a schism that this scholar priest would be aware of? Is maybe a better.
Do they do they study that sort of topic?
They are a bit of a jack of all trades.
Pash is in a very small minority. If they know about it, it's probably because they've studied that particular religious like organization.
Ah.
But like to begin with, I don't think that there are a lot
Of this like
of practitioners.
of the god of death in general, or of this like heretical sect of it.
Like not a lot of devotees specifically to the god of death.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's one of those like incidental things.
Right. Like, okay, all right. Oh, I see. I'm a seeker of Otar myself. We don't. I can't say I've shared too many a conversation with your sect.
I understand. We're very elusive. And usually when you do see us, we're very busy.
Yes, yeah, indeed. Well, you must understand my order here is not at liberty to discuss too many details of our our being here, but we haven't had any luck with we haven't had any luck with the hounds of the town. They're all too busy defending this place. So perhaps this was a fated encounter. Silts. Yes, that's your name. Silts. That's your name. She pushes her glasses back up.
Yeah,
Um,
like the ground, dirt.
Yes, yeah. She spouts off like some obtuse factoid about silt. The and
Well, I
then
think silt is generally related to like volcanic. Yeah, it's a sedimentary material.
you see, we are a little bit you know what? Would you come with would you come with us? It's I would rather not discuss it out in the open. Payne, do you go with Eleanor and Damon?
Are we both invited?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You're you were introduced as like a group, as a party, so to speak.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. What? On the way to wherever they're taking us, Pash, I don't know if I've ever asked, do you drink?
In what context?
In the context of I'm going to offer them a drink to share. And I want to know if you are also going to drink.
I'm not sure they'd appreciate something that would dull their senses.
I've known lots of smart people in my life. Every single one of them drank.
Have you known scholars of a god of knowledge seeking some unknown secret truths?
You find a lot of truth at the bottom of a bottle, Pash.
If that's what you'd like to call it.
Some brands even include like a little factoid on the inside of the cap.
Is
Yeah?
that Damon?
Is that David? He knows
Um,
what I'm talking about. He knows.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, yeah, it's like very popular at the university. Oh,
Mm.
I will certainly partake. What do you got there?
Well, I don't want to toot my horn, but this is a bottle of rot gut that I've been saving for a pretty long time. I got it surface side last time I was up there.
Oh, no shit. Well, consider that horn toot toot.
I thought it might come. I thought it might come in handy someday if I was like, trapped between a rock and a hard place and about to go out like a big goddamn hero. But nothing's punched my ticket yet, so this is as good a time as any.
I like the way you think, Silt. Kind of punches you in the thigh a little bit. How tall is Silt?
Silt is kind of actually on the shorter side for. I don't know how tall elves are in this setting, but like the shorter side for an elf.
Mm-hmm.
Is Damon not a human?
Damon's a halfling.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember. We got told Eleanor is human. I don't think we got told anything about Damon.
We did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I missed
paid
that.
attention to my fabulous storytelling and world
I'm-
building.
I'm paying attention. I remember both their names.
I know. I'm just giving you shit. You're taken to like the outside of a bu- You're taken to the outside of like one of the like stagecoach style caravan thingies, and there's like a fire with like a teapot brewing, and Eleanor says, "Well, tea will be ready in a moment if any of you'd like some, but I'll just get straight to it now that we're a little bit more private. There's a butcher. Said it has set up camp between here and Two-Tone Station, which is where we were going next. We were hoping to catch a train, and Two-Tone Station is the closest train station to here. Otherwise, we'd have to go all the way up the mountains, and at that point, we might as well just keep going. So, yeah, Damon, we're short on. Damon kind of gives Eleanor a little look. Sorry, Damon. I know. We're low on firepower, as it were. University did not expect such a danger on the first ring, I guess. But
There's danger on every ring.
yeah, that's what that's what we've gathered so far. So I suppose if we could travel. We can't really. We could give you some of our supplies if you were to travel with us, and you look more than capable of handling yourself. I think you and Damon and I'm not. Yeah, the butcher. It's yeah. We need some help if we're gonna go this way. That's part of why we've been stuck here, and we've been hesitant to ask for too much help. We don't really understand. We're all new from down here. Damon goes, I'm not. I've been around for a little bit. Takes a swig from the drink. So yeah, that's where we're at.
All right. Well, I'll level with you, Eleanor. We're not super looking to run with anybody either, but
Not
if
after
you
the reception that so many others have received.
but if you need this butcher iced, we can do that in exchange for a little bit of information and I don't know, whatever handful of resources you can spare from your expedition.
Eleanor kind of breathes a deep sigh. What do you think, Damon? Damon kind of scratches a little like scruff of red like facial hair he's got growing on his chin.
All facial hair is red. Except for when it's not.
Wow. Big if true.
I mean, my facial hair is red.
Mine was brown. Damon kind of yeah, I could spare a few things, probably. And information, well, I mean, hey, God of knowledge, you guys came to the right place, right? Right, Eleanor, huh? Yes, yeah. Yeah, I suppose we are the right place for that. Well, yeah. This looks like somebody has their first quest.
Peshmina has a question though.
Shoot.
What about Silt and I changed your minds?
I will be honest with you. Not a whole lot. Mostly desperation. We were going to be requesting helps from someone, anyways, and you two, just walked up at the right time. Do you believe in destiny?
Um, to some end.
No.
Well, I do, and I think a little bit of that came into play here.
Mm.
All right.
I think unless y'all have any more questions, they'll help. They Damon did some scouting at some point, and can provide a basic kind of
Excuse me.
whereabouts of this butcher.
Where are you heading?
Oh, they explain where they're. Wait, do you mean beyond Two Tone Station, or like their next destination is Two Tone Station, a train station run by some Vermissian knights.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, they had
Cool.
explained that as part of the premise.
Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the bathroom also, so.
Godspeed. Be safe. You never know what trouble you might run into on a delve like that.
I can and will call them.
Um.
On purpose.
Well, Jay is AFK.
Hey, I'm gonna ask my questions now, Eleanor. That way, we go out, we ice this butcher for you, and then when we come back, maybe you'll have found something relevant, and I'm not just putting you on the spot. I need.
What do you need?
I got 2 questions. The first is one personal to me. The second is one that just in general my crew needs. Prioritize the second question. The first one. I'm looking to get my hands on something loud and magical. Preferably a gun, but anything particularly powerful will do.
May I
So
ask to what end?
to the same end you put any magic weapon. You use it in the manner that one might use a particularly sharp rock.
To cut down a tree?
To kill things.
Oh, I see.
I'm a hound, Eleanor. I'm a dog of war. It's what I do. I keep places safe by making sure that more dangerous things don't hurt people.
Well, I can say already, we don't really have any. Just whatever Damon has in his personal.
I don't want to take from you. I want you to check your fancy books and see if you've learned about anything
Oh,
elsewhere.
I see. Okay.
And our second question, we want to go deeper into the heart. So if you've come across a way to get to the next ring, I'd like to know about it.
Eleanor nods thoughtfully, kind of jots down your questions in like a pad of paper. And yeah. Right on. Right on. All right. I think is that the last you have for this one, Harley?
Yeah. That's Silt's whole deal.
All right, cool. Well, we can come back if Pash has anything else to ask. Kind of seemed like the encounter was wrapping up, though. I also have to use the restroom, so I will return in a moment.
Everybody take 5.
Yeah, take 5.
All right, I'm here, ready to go.
Fuck.
I'm just kidding. I was here the whole time.
Welcome.
Not the whole time. Mhm.
Daisy returned.
Welcome, Daisy. Congrats on your return.
Thanks.
Guys in Star Trek love to say shit like food that's replicated isn't the same. And I just want to say that that would not be me. I would be replicating food every day of my life, and you'd never catch me complaining. It's like we transport human beings. If you can quantum replicate a human with enough resolution, to keep your whining intact, Ted, then they could make a goddamn steak.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Is everyone else back? Is everyone here?
Yep.
Yes.
Everyone queer?
We're good. Let's go fucking kill a butcher. It's
I-
gonna be fucked. It's gonna be fucked up when we get there and we
Hold on.
find out that this guy's like a regular butcher selling meat.
Yeah, it's just a fucking meat salesman. You just
These fucking weirdo science nerd religious people saw a guy hanging raw meat up in front of his house and were like, "Oh no, a fiend!" And it's like, just that's Ted. He sells exotic meat. And not even weird exotic meat, like normal exotic meat, like that's alpaca.
Hmm.
You know how hard it is to raise alpaca down here?
Well, I have a description of butchers for y'all.
Okay.
These were once desperate people who, despite the warning songs and folktales, ate the forbidden flesh that grows in secret places, making wet, pulsing walls and beckoning with lipless mouths. Over time, it turned them into horrendous creatures of blight and bone. They are easily twice the height of a person, with rangy, pallid limbs that give them tremendous speed and strength. Each worships the cave that they eat from, and they are all hopelessly addicted to the heart's flesh. They drag back prey or bits of prey to push into the wall and replace what they have eaten.
Gross.
I don't think it's a normal butcher.
No, these are not like super duper common, but also not very rare down here. Think
Are they
of them
usually
as like,
on the first ring, though?
not in any density.
Hmm. Well, that's fucked up.
But yeah, do the other what were the other party members up to while Pash and Silt uh went to go play adventurer?
Yes.
You good?
Plavici was going to go shopping, so if that will take some time, the Penitent and Carnadine can go first.
You know, who better to go shopping than the voice of the god of comfort?
Well, how much stuff do you have to like trade?
Not a lot.
So you can either go shopping or you could do a little spelunking in the castle.
Oh, we can just go in there?
That sounds
Yeah.
scary.
I thought it was like blocked off.
Nope.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just go in. I mean, most people are like, you should probably go in with like a lot of people, but hey, your funeral.
Hmm.
What were you wanting to shop for?
Just stuff. Just like see if they have any fun things I could put into my resources.
Well, there are I made some resources that were just kind of available in this area, like in town. Without getting too crazy with the going into the castle. You can find like kind of all over the place. You can find D4 books. Just like old dusty tomes is what I wrote down, right? It's Haven and Religion. You can only grab one just because let's be not be annoyingly power gamey about it, but like, yeah, you can grab like one or two of those probably.
I figured it would
Um,
be literally Luigi, like basically sending bees out on reconnaissance, and then the bees like report back what they have discovered. So it would probably be things bees would be interested in. um, like there's some the like books that smell weird, or they tell me about a lot of flowers, like that sort of thing. Like the
Or the book covers very brightly colored.
Yeah, like the bag of very pretty stained glass shards that is on the resources list. It sounds like exactly the sort of thing they would be like, "Hey, check this out." And I'm like, cool, thanks."
Well, if there was anything particular you were looking for in terms of um, domain,
Mhm.
I can help with that in two ways.
Yes.
I could literally just just change the property. I could
Mhm.
change the domain of one of your resources.
One of mine that I have already. I
I
only
can
have
change the
one.
property of a resource once per day. I can change the domain of it.
How do,
Um,
how does that help?
I mean, I can make something that was religion into what are the domains? Supplies? Is that a domain?
No,
No,
that's
technology. I
that's
could I could change something from being I could discover that something is cursed. I could discover that something is secretly technology or occult.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what if there's a specific type of resource you are looking for.
Right.
I can either trade for it if there's like a specific function, like you're looking for a weapon or something.
Mhm.
Um, I could probably trade for it because I can gain access to rarer domains. Or
Mhm.
if you're just looking for something to fill a domain, I can take a second look at your resource.
so I added the resources on Castletown. There's a bag of very pretty stained glass shards. Zwolf, the legendary Zweihander, dusty old tomes, and black candles. Um, which would black candles smelling of beeswax in particular.
Mhm.
And those are all Haven resources?
No, the pretty stained glass shards are D4 religion. Zwolf is a D12 kill, tiring and dangerous weapon. Dusty old tomes is a D4 haven and religion, and black candles smelling of beeswax is D4 occult and religion.
I think I would like some candles. I'm going to send my bees out to procure a candle. Where would I find a candle?
Um, in the castle.
Yes.
So your bees go out, do this reconnaissance, and you follow their bee dance trail thingy um to hang on one sec to close the door. To the decrepit temple to a long lost god.
Oh.
There's no one else here, but there is an altar with like a beam of light shining on it. This is a D4 fortune haunt if you need to heal some fortune stress. Any religious iconography has long since worn away or been eaten away by moths or other insects or just lost to the ages. But your bees are hovering around a your bees are hovering around a like crack in the wall behind the altar.
Is this a god I would recognize at a glance?
There is no
No one
like
knows.
no iconography. There's maybe
Okay.
like a fragment of a fragment of a fragment of of some iconography here.
Hmm.
Discovering, if you're interested in discovering who this god was, that would be like a longer
Big
you
thing.
that would be something you could do, but it would require investing in like reclaiming the castle.
Hmm.
Um yeah, yeah, there's a crack in the wall. It's you can stick your hand in there, but it would to get like you can stick like your arm all the way in, but to squeeze your whole body through that, you
Hmm.
would need to clear it out some more.
Oh man, I didn't take the thing that lets me move through any like small space. Um, but there is a thing in the what is
Is
my
that a
quick?
minor or a major ability?
I don't know which one it was. I think it
Because
was minor.
it's minor, then that's something that you could try and work towards this
That's
very
true.
day.
I guess. Here,
Yeah, what are your
let me
beats,
open the book.
Luigi?
My beats?
Experience the pulse, the changing of the heart from one state to another, firsthand, and then allow something dangerous of the heart to live when you could have killed it.
Uh-oh.
Do you reach into this hole that your bees are
Yes.
saying something's here, or equivalent?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'll stick my arm in a hole. That's never harmed an adventurer in the past.
you are bitten.
How hard?
God, who could have seen that coming?
Uh, do you yank your hand out?
Um,
She did ask how hard.
yeah, how
Oh, how
hard?
hard? Um, have you been bitten by a cat?
Yes.
Oh, Emma's an expert. It's like being bitten by a cat, but it's latched on.
Um, where is it biting me?
Like a forearm.
Uh, I'm going to try to grab whatever is biting me back.
Well, that sounds like a roll.
Yes, it does. What do I roll? Did I take any damage from getting bitten? Like any?
No, no, no. It's
Okay.
not enough to like cause. I would. Hmm. I would say that you could either get away with endure to like endure the pain of the biting, like maybe it gets
Mhm.
like a couple more bites while you're doing it, or I guess it could do kill, but that seems a little overboard.
I feel like kill would grab it with a specific end result.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It being dead, being the result.
Mm.
Um, I would say endure. Hunt maybe. Do you have endure?
No,
Do you have occult or religion?
I have a cult.
Well, you can roll with occult here.
Yay.
Two
Oh, good.
dice.
It's a very normal bite.
Yeah, this is
Uh-huh.
a very normal thing to have happened. Um, okay,
I'm gonna say
so
this is I'm playing a little softball so far while we're figuring out this mechanics.
mhm.
I'm gonna say it's a normal, it's not risky, it's not uh so it's yeah, D10 plus skill, and if you have domain plus mastery. I don't know if you have
How-
mastery and
How do I
wrangle.
roll dice in this
I think
system?
I don't.
The thing at the top of the character sheet, top right.
Oh, so I pick a. Do I pick a skill?
If
I don't
appropriate.
have one?
You don't have endure.
I do not have
So-
endure, but I do have occult. And
Well,
it's
yeah, it's a domain.
Standard.
Yep.
And I don't have mastery because that's a specific thing. And then it's plus
2d10.
0. I don't know if I did this right.
Yeah, there's
but
no.
I guess I'll try it.
I don't think there's any circumstantial bonuses.
Yeah.
Nah,
Ow.
that's a
Ugh.
4. That's failure. You take stress.
Just blood stress.
Yeah, this would be blood stress. Roll a d4 and take that much blood stress. Is that what I was saying last week? D4.
Yeah, because this is a D4 location.
Yeah, I'm looking back at our like rolls because I. Okay, so you take 1 blood stress, and then you roll the.
Fallout test.
I have
Yeah,
2
Fallout.
protection in blood. Does that
Oh, then you
block
take
the...
no. Yep. Yeah, then you.
Damn, you got 2 blood protection?
I don't know how I did that. To be
I
honest.
thought I was fucking cool.
Oh,
I
It's
thought I was
because
fucking tough out.
I have this.
Ah. Oh, yeah.
So this thing bites me, and there's like
Just a mouthful of fucking bees.
Yeah. First of all, it's unsettling in that I do not recoil. And I think whatever is biting me is used to having prey that like reacts when it bites them. But I fail. I don't grab it.
No, you do not. Well, now that you know it's there, you could try a hunt or a kill if you have either of those to try again.
If I have the skill?
Yeah. Oh, you only
Uh,
have 1 skill, huh?
Yeah, I
Oh
only
my
have
God.
mend.
Poof.
But I do
How did that
have...
happen?
What? Huh?
How did that happen?
Didn't
I
focus on getting skills.
Pick domains?
Mm.
Did I do it wrong? I don't know.
No. I mean,
To
I
be
guess
fair-
I actually
No,
only
you
have
didn't.
3 skills, but I only have 1 domain, so.
Well, yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
exact opposite.
I specifically. Yeah, I don't think you did it wrong. I have 2 skills and 3 domains. Like I specifically went for domains that would work for my ability and skills.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay. So you can roll.
Oh no.
Oh,
What Janet do?
she's fucking stuck. Oh, get up, get up. This
You
is
know,
a bad idea, dear.
You know, there's an easier way to fix this.
I guess we could do that.
So you're rolling
Now
kill,
it's all down underneath there.
occult.
I'm sorry, Jan. There you go.
Okay, so just I guess roll kill occult D4.
On.
This mystery critter.
Oh, are you trying to kill it?
Well, now I am.
I,
Oh, okay.
Kill a
At first, I thought Tori was just making a joke about fucking Janet.
no, I'm not that clever.
Do you have any items that have a skill associated with them? Do you have any weapons?
I have a hive tool
weapon
that
is
has
the-
the kill tag, and it is a D4.
Well, you're using your you're
yeah,
using
I'm-
your kill D4 spread ranged weapon right now, which is
Yes.
its own thing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm rolling a d4.
No, you're rolling.
You have to roll,
You gotta roll to hit first, bub.
yeah, kill plus
Oh,
occult to hit,
okay.
and then you do the d4 after if you hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Oh, it's the d4 damage.
Please.
Is this
Ma'am.
a standard effect?
Yeah, standard. No difference there. 9. Okay, success. Take no stress. All right.
Easy.
Roll that d4.
d4. Get fucking
Wow.
beat
Okay.
upon.
Cool. Well, you hear a whine, a whine of pain, and then nothing. As your bees buzz in there, murk this thing, and return to you.
I'll pull my arm out.
Do you pull? Do you?
Oh yeah,
pull
I'll
the
grab the
with-
thing while
Okay.
I'm pulling it out.
So what you pull out is Hey Em, are you familiar with the Yu-Gi-Oh card Karibo?
Yes.
So it's
I'm
like a Karibo
very
with
well
long arms
acquainted.
and long legs.
What the fuck?
It's a little gremlin.
Huh. They got
It's a tall
gremlins in
Karibo?
here.
Yeah, it's tall Karibo. It's fucked up.
Tall Karibo. There's
Yeah.
all sorts of Karibos now, by the way. I don't know if you keep up with this.
No, I promise you I don't.
There could be a tall Karibo by now.
Yeah, so you but you now so you can also dig around in this hole to pull out the candles, but you just acquired now a D6
Yeah.
occult gremlin corpse.
Is this a resource?
Nice.
It sure is.
Yay.
Yeah. You can trade. You can use that to trade.
Gremlin corpse. It's what domain?
Bring that
It's occult. Oh, I need to give it a tag. Hang on. Need to give it some tags.
I don't know if it needs a tag.
Is occult not its tag?
Occult is its domain.
Oh, domain / tag. Well, my rock gut is just Haven. I think just a domain is okay.
Yeah. I mean, it
So
depends what you
it
want
is.
with
Here's the resource. Here's the tags.
it.
It has 2 tags.
Okay.
Taboo.
Uh,
The resource isn't accepted for barter in most haunts.
well, fuck.
And mobile. If left unattended, the resource will leave on its own accord.
What?
Great. Love it.
I'm sorry, what was the name of the tag?
Mobile.
Taboo. So like it isn't accepted for barter most places, and mobile.
Mobile. Okay, cool. So it's dead, but not.
No,
Hey,
that's-
I'm just living my best fucked up little guy life.
All right, so we gotta get like a jar to put that in.
Oh,
As long as
and
you
don't
attend
forget
the
your
jar.
candles if you want them. D4, occult, religion.
Yay. Black candle.
No,
Occult, religion,
yeah, no other tags. It's just
D4.
yeah, I think the jar only works if you attend it, because like I could imagine
Yeah.
the corpse like squelching up and unscrewing the lid like an octopus.
Okay, then like a jar and some duct tape.
so.
Hey,
this
As
thing
long as
looks
it's
like a
attended.
ball of gray and black fluff with like 2 eyes, like a mouth, and 4 long gangly limbs. It's about the size of a house cat, though. This is a gremlin.
Hello, gremlin.
Gremlins in my fucked up twisted universe here like to hide in dark places and
And bite you.
hoard goodies.
Goodies, say you say.
Yeah.
Were the
They're
goodies the candles?
Yes, the goodies are the candles.
I see.
A gremlin hole, as they're so passionately called by gremlin fans.
Everybody's
um,
really into
is-
gremlins down here.
I sure am. Um, well, you're almost guaranteed a bite, but you're almost guaranteed a bite, but if you can survive the bite, you'll get some goodies, and sometimes a corpse.
Corpse is part of the goodies, baby.
Yeah.
It's all fucking prizes and values up in this.
Crazy to think that the last thing this fucking gremlin ate before
Was a bee.
before Pluvici just obliterated it with bee blast was a mouthful of fucking other bees. Just
Yes.
like it's like gremlin voice. A hand. Chomp. This was a
What the
beehive.
fuck?
What the fuck?
It's all bees
Hold
all
on,
the way
hold
down.
on. It's I have the voice claim. Hold on.
Oh no.
Bees all the way down.
This can only be good. What does that mean?
Oh, I should say that gremlins are also they have they're also like intelligent creatures.
You just committed a murder.
They aren't recognized as like citizens.
Macaroni.
Like they aren't recognized as
with the
people, but they are like intelligent creatures.
Oh my gosh, I have to perform funeral rites.
Yeah. So who here has watched Hilda on
I
Netflix?
think I watched
I've
I've
seen the
seen
first
some
season.
Hilda.
an episode.
You know the little guy that steals all Hilda's stuff?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
The Nusa, Nissan,
The Nissa.
the
The
Nissa.
guy they executed.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Hilda.
Excuse
turning
me?
her thumb down. Kill him.
Oh, I mean, I'm just trying to draw parallels between that and this beast.
Basically, what I'm saying is like gremlins steal stuff and hoard them in little gremlin holes, and yeah, you just killed one. It had children.
Pluvici.
You are not going to elicit an emotional response from Pluvici.
Yeah. As I'm about to explain, Pluvici pretends to care about that, and is stuffing the
the fucking
the
corpse.
body into I don't know what she has to carry stuff.
Backpack, messenger bag, bee holes.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should. I wouldn't want that in my bag. I would probably tie that off to like the outside of the bag.
Yeah, it's just hanging like hogtied from her bag. Also the thing where I can fit through any hole is called Hiveborn. It is a minor ability. I finally remembered to actually find that thing I was looking for.
Yeah. So you know what really sucks, Em?
Yes?
You had a beat to let something from the heart live.
Oh, well. This was not the thing.
This was
Yeah,
not the
this
thing.
This is not the thing. Although I don't know if a gremlin would be considered dangerous or not. Probably.
I mean,
Does the beat say it has to be dangerous?
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
yeah, allow something dangerous of the heart. Are they of the heart? Do
Well,
they
hold
exist
on.
above?
Gremlins? No, they're a heart creature.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair,
To be fair.
it probably is dangerous to like people who aren't made of bees.
True.
Well, I mean, it's
Or
a
it's
moot
dead,
point
so it's a
because
moot
dead.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's dead. We're not gonna
You're not gonna unpack that egg.
Listen, this is the
so-
fucked up shit that happens in this system. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
This-
Let me
this
let me
did things.
let me think of how I want to phrase this.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not making a bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. a curious but unmoved statement comes from the penitent and tangent in Incarnadine. May this one inspect the creature.
Luigi motions to it. It's like, if you really want to, but it's not exactly
Could
pleasant.
I mend with occult to secure this in a way that it would not easily flee?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be permanent, but yeah.
Pluvici's like, I don't understand. I killed this thing very well.
I'm gonna be a dick here. Your use of this one in that grammatical context is a pronoun.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm doing my best.
It's
Incarnate
hard to
looking
not
at
use
pulling out
pronouns.
pulling out
I think the penitent. I keep wanting to say penitent tangent, which is a monitor of installation 05, designation 2401, and that is not my character. The penitent Incarnadine, I think, quickly scavenges through supplies to assemble some sort of holster and gently or flatly maybe is more accurate, says to Plavici that these entities are known to wander when your eyes are not left on them, alive or dead.
Well, I have eyes enough for it. Motions with a finger, and some of the bees are like fluttering onto the body. They'll keep watch.
You cannot. And I think that unmoved by this argument, the penitent Incarnadine continues and says, you cannot take for granted all that you have today. And I would like to mend occult this to give us some extra leverage to keep it from getting away.
Yeah, sure. Roll them bones. This is controlled or whatever, a standard encounter. This is not risky. It's fine.
I love the idea that partially this involves maybe like threatening the thing with like a worse outcome.
I love it.
So what kind of stress would this be?
I think this would be supply stress.
Oh, you think so, huh?
What do you think?
Well, I already have 3 supply stress.
I could see an argument for, you know what?
Let me take a look.
I could see this as fortune as well. Maybe we're fucking playing. We're playing by the seat of our pants. What if what if it's a profoundly unlucky act to kill a gremlin, and you're catching some of the bad luck.
Yeah, or maybe it's bad luck to kill a gremlin and then not even do it the honor of giving it a chance to escape.
Yeah, it's like part of the part. You kill one and you're supposed to kind of like just like ignore it or something. I don't know.
You gotta play by the rules.
So this is a D4.
Yeah, D4. Yeah, we're still in D4 land.
Okay. Fallout test. No fallout. Woohoo!
Good.
Yippee.
Woohoo!
Okay, so that one was only versus 3, not 6.
I think it's versus whatever your highest is.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Just doing a test.
God, Jay, you are right. Learning these friggin'
Oh, that one did all of them.
Hmm. That's
Okay.
weird.
Now it's doing 6.
5 versus 6. Hold
Been a
on.
different roll each time.
1 versus 6. 5 versus 6.
So this first one was 1d12. I don't know what CS0, CF0 are.
Where is
I think it
Fallout?
should have been 6. And that first 10 would have been a success.
yeah. Regardless.
Yeah. So basically, I just had to update supplies to make sure that everything was Gucci. So
Right on.
it's easy enough for us to double check.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
feeling the penitent in Carnadine is feeling quite competent and knowledgeable right now.
We love to see it.
Each time you mark stress, the GM rolls a d12 and compares the result to your current total stress.
Okay.
So it should be all of your stress
Right.
Oh, so maybe
from
there's a
all
bug
your
in the-
bars.
Maybe there's a bug in the character sheet on that one.
Well,
That's
hold
what it
on.
sounds like.
If that's 2 and that's 3,
I had 5. I had 6 total.
I know. I'm just I'm okay. I'm waiting for it to finish adding everything up. 4, 7, 10, 13, 15. Okay. Fallout test. All right. So it is working. It just takes a bit to actually get together. Like it took like almost a full 4 seconds to actually add all the numbers.
That's
So
weird.
it's just that the sheet is slow.
Okay.
Huh.
Good to know. So after you update your stress, give it a sec.
Yeah. Also, make sure to click out of the box or it won't update.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that might be what was going on.
Or snaps.
Interesting.
All right.
Interesting. Well, learning curves. Am I right, everyone?
Yeah.
Well, we have some supplies. The Penitent and Carnadine, do you have anything you would like to do? Because we have some supplies now. We have the quest. Would y'all like to meet back up and discuss the quest and then wrap up for the night, or yeah, I'm kind of thinking let's find a good place in the next few minutes, but yeah, any last minute things to chat on.
Let's meet at the tavern. So I can. Oh, and one minor detail that I forgot to mention. Pluvici does have like a bite mark, but as they're like having this conversation with the penitent and Carnadine, the bees just start like gathering around it, and then they clear off after a couple of minutes, and the bite has been healed.
Metal.
Yeah.
Has it been healed or has it been replaced with beeswax
You don't know.
and husk?
Well,
Is it any different, really?
yeah, I was gonna say like 6 of 1.
Yeah. Um, Unclear how much of Pluvici is beeswax and what is not.
Why don't you mind your beeswax?
Exactly.
When you ask about it,
Do not mind my beeswax.
My bees mind
Bitch.
my bee.
A bitch fucking.
Rude.
Damn, okay.
Well, all right, yeah. Yeah, unless anybody has anything distinct they want to do, y'all can meet back up and like discuss notes, and then next week next week we will start on our first delve. How's that sound?
Heck yeah.
Do we? Okay, so if we're ending the session now, we should, I think, talk about pacing for our beats.
Mm.
Because I think I'm the only one that's gotten 1 beat so far, and we're supposed to be adding 2 after every session as
Are
active
we?
beats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what are
So,
so maybe let's review we have the beats at the top. So
Not that I'm not
Hash,
aware of it. I just don't really know how to do it right now.
right. No, it's
We can't
it's
be
more so
forcing
that,
them. It's like
well, it's an element of, it's something that, is a signpost that we are interested in seeking out. So it's to kind of, so there's that. What the main point I was going to say was that if we are not hitting those beats regularly yet, do we want to consider only getting 1 new beat right now? Because otherwise, if we just have, I don't know if that's the end, or we can just do the 2 and see if just having the larger selection helps.
What page is Beats on? I can't remember.
What's that?
like the
What
details
page
about
of the
them.
book?
It's under the calling, under each calling, or the list, or the, well, that's just the list of beats.
Yeah.
well, Pash, I suppose you fulfilled your first beat of gain access to knowledge that someone tried to conceal. You the uh the insignia that you saw, that you discerned, was concealed.
Mm.
So
you gained access to it.
yeah, you successfully discerned a like sort of hidden thingy. So yeah, you fulfilled a beat, yo.
Damn. Fuck. The beat directly under the one that I have is let your curiosity lead you into danger, which
Oh,
would have been
bummer. 'Cause,
great.
yeah, you totally would have gotten that one today.
Well, since that seems like something you're going to be doing, okay. So if it feels like I just wanted to bring this up now. Like, if we think that it's still going to be fine for us to add a couple of beats every time, we'll play it by ear. I just wanted to
See,
bring
I
it up
thought
that if we think that it's going to be overwhelming, we should keep an eye on that.
I
mean-
thought that beats were only added
When you lose.
fulfilled a beat.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it said,
At the end of each session and before the first session begins, each player chooses 2 beats from the list provided in their calling and tells the GM what they are. It's the GM's responsibility to introduce elements in the following session that allow players to pursue their chosen beats, and the player's responsibility to push the story towards achieving them. Minor beats can usually be fulfilled in a single session. Major beats can take between 2 and 3 to properly achieve, and zenith abilities are generally selected to signal the beginning of the end game for the character and as a culmination of multiple sessions of play.
oh, I may have misunderstood that this was just like you're accumulating beats. It might just be
You can change
have-
your beats, I think.
you have 2 beats active. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can change them. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay.
Because that
Yeah,
would be
later, yeah, the last sentence of it is you can only have 2 beats active at any time.
Okay.
I
So-
never saw that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So yeah, that it's if you feel like the beats are no longer achievable or you just want to do something else, you can
Or
change
relevant.
them.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Okay, perfect.
I am pursuing my beats. I asked where I could find a magic weapon. I'm
So
getting a magic gun.
So I need to find a new second beat, and then everyone, then we'll all go over the 2 beats that we currently have, and then Daisy also needs to find a new.
Yep. Yeah, so
To
Daisy, you get to
pursue.
choose a new minor ability and choose a new beat.
Which beat did Daisy succeed?
Gain access to knowledge that someone tried to conceal. That knowledge being that the university is launching expeditions, or an expedition at the very least.
It's all right. I'll get a beat next session when I make this butcher into a not a butcher anymore, I guess.
Yeah, butcher the butcher.
Very astute, Harley.
Listen, they wrote brutal on my gun, and I'm gonna get brutal with it.
They wrote
I'm not
brutal
saying-
on my bees. All of them.
All of them.
What do you get when you do a beat?
A minor beat.
Go ahead,
Gives you a
Harley.
minor
Ability.
move or a minor ability.
Yeah, minor beat gives you a minor ability, a major beat gives you a major ability, and a zenith beat gives you a zenith ability. And then if you're specifically adventurer calling, you also heal whenever you fulfill a beat.
Ah. Well, I'm not that.
I am.
Congration.
Congration.
Right on.
So, do we need to fulfill a beat in order to change to another one?
No.
I don't
If
think
a
so.
if a beat seems dead in the water, or you're just not interested in it anymore, you can swap.
I can take it again later, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's just the 2 active beats that you have and which ones you think are interesting.
So I actually have to read every single one of these, and
You know, I mean, if you want to pick the absolute perfect one, but I mean, if it just sounds interesting,
Yeah,
it's also just a page of
yeah.
stuff.
like sentences.
Listen, I read that picking a beat means that Tori will help me fulfill that beat. And then I read that one of my beats is acquire the most powerful item the game says I'm allowed to have.
Mhm.
And I was like, that one.
Well, listen. It's a major beat, and this is only the second session.
Yeah.
Hold
Right, which
your
means-
horses.
Which means 2 or 3 sessions, by that logic, I should find a powerful magical item.
How do you figure 2 or 3?
It says 2 or 3 in the book.
Okay. The book is always underestimating. Usually by a fucking lot.
Especially with us.
Mm. Considering we do
we're-
2 scenes a night,
Yeah, at least right now.
Hey,
we're
they
having
were-
fun.
They were good scenes.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying you're gonna get to your ultimate weapon in 6 scenes. You see the logic?
Yeah, it's good logic.
No.
But no, see, all Tori has.
It's also not like the ultimate weapon. It's just a strong weapon.
I mean,
I mean, a D12 is as high as they go.
Well, yeah, but like, unless it has like a bunch of fancy tags, it's not going to be like.
yeah, it could be D12 and also it's busted. Like,
Yeah, it could be temporary. It could be so many
Yeah.
other things.
it's
you
made
know?
of glass,
It's made of ass.
It worked for the elves in Oblivion.
I guess.
Yeah.
The
Did
elves
it work
show.
for them? I'm pretty sure they all... Did they all die?
Nope, nope,
That's
nope.
the
The elves,
Dwemer.
they did the very different. Yeah,
Okay.
there were those elves. They had specifically dwarven
Uh-huh.
items.
Mhm.
No, the elves, in fact, were doing so well, it was everyone else's problem in
Ah,
Skyrim.
yes, I do remember that.
It was everyone else's problem forever. It was so much of everyone else's problem that there's an entire character who is a time-traveling immortal super warrior who does nothing but kill elves. And everybody in universe is like, yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Could be worse, I guess.
Okay, I
I
think
fucking hate that guy.
I might change my beats for the moment. So I'm gonna choose a major beat. I'll tell them in a second.
Yeah, please please update your character beats thingy.
Yeah, I will.
Yep. I'm just gonna say that at the end of every session is just like as one of my closing announcements is just update your beats. That's not my job. My job is to facilitate them, not update them.
Mhm.
So technically, the Penitent and Cardadine probably should have chosen this beat last session.
Which one?
To replace establishing a connection to a landmark, because you actually did that last session.
Well, we called last week's like session.
True, but this was also me under the. I didn't realize how the beats were supposed to work. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
I guess I was also looking more long term. So I'm going to simplify mine, but I'm going to leave these on my character sheet because I still want to do these.
Yeah, toss them in the notes section or something.
Well, I could just add more lines to this, and I'll mark the ones that are active with the little red box.
Oh, sure.
I didn't think we would get to fight anything in the first session or two. I still chose Rush into Danger because honestly, there were a couple beats that were just like,
Meh. Didn't click with
like
you.
if I really wanted to finish a minor beat in session 1, I could have picked Get Laid. An actual option
that on
available
there?
to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just pick that over and over and over again. Just be like the horniest character in the game.
well, you can't, unfortunately.
Minor beat available for adventure. Engage in reckless abandon with drinks, drugs, or sex. We.
I am gonna take let your curiosity lead you into danger, because I'm sure I can do that one again.
Yeah, yeah. Also consider next week we're gonna be on the road in the session. You know, we're gonna be like next week we're gonna do a delve, which is like
Do we know?
your adventuring.
Yeah. Do we know like where we're going?
Somewhere
you were given
vaguely
a map.
here-ish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the delve is going to. So you were given a map to. You were given a map to the butcher's den. It's a delve to the butcher's den, and then there will be the encounter. With the. There will likely be the encounter with the butcher.
All right. So my two beats for the next session are convert an important NPC to your order's cause. This is a major beat. And then perform an act in service to your order. I think that an important NPC might be one of the people that we met tonight in this caravan of the God of Knowledge.
Yeah, Eleanor. I need to come up with like last names for these people, but yeah, you have Eleanor, the caravan leader, and Damon, the caravan bodyguard.
Yeah.
A lot of bodies to guard.
I think it might be interesting to convert Damon to the cause of Incarne. But we'll see. And then perform an act of service into your order as a minor.
Nice.
You're a minor?
Shush.
Oh.
DNI.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, let's. I think I'm gonna set the expectation for myself to go over beats at the beginning of the session, and then we do a wrap up on the beats at the end of the session. That way, if somebody fulfilled a beat but didn't realize it, we can take a second to let them get their advancement before before like we're too late. So Daisy, new minor ability. Let us know what you get next week. We'll circle in on that. Otherwise, I thought tonight was really fun. We're testing some roles. We're figuring out Fallout. We're figuring out how things work. I thought today was very productive.
I think so too.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks
Yeah.
for playing. I'm
And
really
then don't
enjoying running
forget-
this system. It's especially with this weird, wacky playground that we're building. The Gremlins, would you believe it? Totally improvised.
Kind of.
Yeah,
I had
it
no
will.
idea where those candles were.
Yeah.
Figured, well, if somebody wants them, let's figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm think that I better go audition at IO Theater.
Mhm.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm off to Chicago.
Straight off
Yo.
the dome.
Oh, Tori, before you go, I wanted to let you know about the our hangout next month.
Oh yes.
Oh, you
I-
want this to be on tape.
Oh,
So
I mean, I
stop
assume,
the
yeah.
recording.
Oh yes. Talk about all the cocaine we're gonna be
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing so many fucking drugs and shit when we hang out. It's crazy and absolutely a thing that I do.
Okay, well, by recording.
By
By
recording.
What's up, Harley?